Why is the station at Clapham Common so weird? Why is it double-sided? Why is it so busy? And is it dangerous? These are called island platforms, and you can tell because they're an island in a sea of train track, and they used to be all over the tube at Stockwell, Angel and Euston. There are, of course, tons of island platforms on train networks around the world, so why is it a problem when they're underground? Tube platforms are often quite small, but also really busy, which means someone could get pushed off by a crowd. The question is, why did they build them? The City and South London line was built in 1890, running from the City to Stockwell. It was the first time a deep level tube line had ever been built, and also the first electric line. The original plan was going to have a cable pulling the line. You'd have these huge motors at either end, spinning a cable, kind of like a ski chairlift, trying to clamp on and be pulled along the line, releasing when they got to a station. That cable would have been 3 miles long, and it's not actually sure if this system would have worked. But luckily in 1888, the contractor supplying the cable went bankrupt, and they instead decided to try electricity. They made this decision while building the train tunnels. They had no idea if this tech would work. So to test it, they dismantled 2 tube carriages and an engine, put them in the lifts and rebuilt them underground. The tunnel to supply the carriages hadn't been finished yet at Stockwell. This was the only way they could test electricity, and thankfully, it worked. This disorganisation and lack of space is a bit of a theme because the double-sided platforms were built to be as cheap as possible. Instead of digging 2 tunnels, you could just dig one slightly wider one. This continued in 1900 when the Clapham extensions were opened. Now, thankfully, the old terminus at City was scrapped. It had an even stranger setup with a single line flanked by 2 platforms. This was a bit of a bottleneck. It was scrapped as the line was extended northwards. But if you're unlucky enough to know the Northern Line, you'll know that only Clapham North and Common have these platforms left. Angel, Stockwell, Euston, they have all been upgraded. It's the reason why the Angel platform is so wide. It's an old double-sided platform flattened out to 1. Why haven't Clapham been updated? Well, TfL have repeatedly said, as of October 2024, it's apparently too expensive to rebuild it. From what I could see, no one has died from the single platform overcrowding, but if you've ever had to queue outside Clapham Common station, that's because they can't let too many people on the double-sided platform in case someone falls off the side. So let me know in the comments, should TfL redesign the stations? Are you ever worried about falling in? And of course, do like and follow for more history content. I'll see you very soon.